The sound of the slide racking froze me in place. In 5 heartbeats, what started as a small dispute turned into a waking nightmare. My wife was standing calmly on the edge of our driveway, explaining where she parked. Then came the moment no one could predict. Our neighbor, Lynn from the HOA, aimed a loaded pistol straight at her. I wasn't even supposed to be in town. My deployment had been cut short. Delta Force doesn't usually allow surprises, but that day, I walked into one. Our neighborhood looks perfect at a glance. Well-kept lawns, trees lining the street, kids laughing as they ride their bikes. But beneath that surface, drama, always drama. And at the center of it all, Lynn. Every neighborhood has that neighbor. Ours just came with volume, threats, and a clipboard. She was never voted into power. She just decided she had it. Whether it was measuring grass with a ruler or screaming about the wrong shade of Christmas lights, she had made it her job to enforce rules no one cared about. Most of us ignored her. Until she went too far. And threatening my wife? That was beyond too far. Quick rewind. I'm Jake, 10 years in Delta Force. I've dealt with hostage situations, dangerous missions, and chaos that never makes the news. My wife, Emily, is the opposite. Gentle, steady, strong in ways most people don't see. We'd been apart for 6 months while I was overseas. Minimal contact. A few encrypted calls when possible. I missed her more than I can say. So when I got permission to come back early, I didn't tell her. I wanted it to be a surprise. I parked a street away to sneak up on her. But as I turned the corner toward our house, I froze. Emily was standing near the curb, talking to Lynn, who was yelling wildly, aggressively. And then she did it. She pulled a handgun from her purse, not a toy, a full-size Glock. I watched as she chambered around. My wife backed away, hands raised, voice steady but afraid. I didn't have time to think. My instincts kicked in. In 5 seconds, I was across the street. In 5 seconds, I had to decide. Draw my own weapon, call for help, or take her down barehanded. I chose barehanded. Drop the weapon, I barked, louder than the panic in the air. She turned, startled, still holding the gun. Emily gasped, "Jake!" Lynn's face went pale when she saw me. 6'2", combat boots, tactical awareness sharp as ever. I was sprinting straight toward her. She hesitated. That was her mistake. 2 more steps. I had her wrist. Twisted. Not enough to break. Just enough to disarm. The gun clattered to the pavement. She screamed. "He attacked me. He hit me." I didn't let go until I had her face down on the ground. Pinned. The weapon kicked safely away. Emily was trembling but okay. Neighbors spilled out of their homes. Some recording, some calling 911. It didn't take long for the sheriff's deputies to roll in. Guns drawn, lights flashing. But when they saw my military ID, saw the gun, saw 10 different phones pointed at the scene, they lowered their weapons fast. Lynn was handcuffed on the spot, still yelling about conspiracy and her rights. "She parked wrong!" she shouted as they pushed her into the patrol car. One of the deputies gave me a look. "Delta Force, huh?" I nodded. He whistled. "Hell of a homecoming." Later that night, Emily and I sat on the porch under a blanket, her head on my shoulder. "I thought I was going to die," she whispered. "You didn't," I said. "You're safe now." Lynn was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The HOA banned her from meetings permanently. Our neighbors, who once avoided drama, now stood by our side. People brought food, flowers, even offered to testify. Turns out Lynn had scared others before, just never with a weapon. This time she picked the wrong person, and the wrong man was watching. Court dragged on for weeks, but she took a plea. Probation, therapy, and mandatory evaluation. Her house went up for sale. No one bought it for months. Maybe the rumors scared them, or maybe the idea of living next to a Delta Force vet gave them second thoughts. We stayed. We still walk past that spot on the curb where it all happened. And every time I do, I remember how close I came to losing. Emily, how 5 seconds can define a life. 5 seconds that reminded me why I came home early. 5 seconds that proved danger doesn't always wear a uniform, and 5 seconds that made sure she'd never hurt anyone again. If this story hit home for you, don't let it stop here. Leave a comment, share your thoughts, and hit that like button to help more people see this. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for more real stories that show just how unpredictable life can be.